Okay. So this is the chapter biotechnology principles and processes. So what we have revised here in this particularly, that biotechnology, it is a new field of bio, right? That deals with the technologies like RDNA technology, which we have studied here. Okay. So biotechnology means when we are processing the living organisms for our own concern. ठीक है, when we are living organisms को हम treat कर रहे हैं इस तरीके से कि हमें किस तरह से वो फायदा दे सकें, तो उसके लिए हमने क्या किया है, एक टेक्नोलॉजी बनाई है, नवी टेक्नोलॉजी बनी है बायो फील्ड में, दैट इज बायोटेक्नोलॉजी. सो फॉर दिस चैप्टर, दैट इज चैप्टर 1 ऑफ बायोटेक्नोलॉजी, दैट इज योर यूनिट 4, राइट. तो फोर्थ यूनिट में आपकी जो बायोटेक्नोलॉजी फर्स्ट चैप्टर है, दैट डील्स विद ओनली द प्रोसेस, the principle on which it is working, and the process, that is how it is working. Okay, but later on after this, that is the second chapter, we'll be studying for the applications also, that where we have applied this process, where we have applied these principles in the field of the bio only, that is within the living organism only, modifying the living organisms, where have we applied these, right? So coming to this biotechnology, biotechnology, can you define the biotechnology in the proper words? Yes, anyone? Can you define biotechnology? Upasna, Bhavneet, Fiza. Okay, so I'll tell you the definition for this biotechnology. If you want to write, you can write it side by side. Biotechnology can be defined as the use of microbes. Biotechnology can be defined as the use of microbes, plants or animal cells. Biotechnology can be defined as the use of microbes, plants or animal cells or their components even. They can be used through the components even, or their components, to generate products and services. To generate, it is defined as the use of microbes, plant or animal cells or their components to generate products and services useful to human beings, right? That provides the services useful to the human beings. So what is this? It is a biotechnology, in simple words, which I told you, that biotechnology is a technique. It has been a new technique which has been introduced in the field of bio, that which deals with the processing of the living organisms. Living organisms can be of any category, plants, animals, cells, or they can be in the form of the microbes, or even their products or the components of these microbes or the plant and the animal cells. Okay, so इनको हमने किसी भी तरीके से ट्रीट किया, ठीक है, टेक्नोलॉजी वाइज हमने ट्रीट किया, जस्ट टू फेच आउट द गुड इन देम, द बेस्ट इन देम, ठीक है, उनमें से कुछ ऐसी चीज निकालने के लिए जो हमारे लिए बेस्ट है, जो हमारे लिए यूजफुल है, तो वो प्रोडक्ट्स हमने बनाने हैं इनमें से, लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स में से, एंड द टेक्निक विच वी आर यूजिंग इज द बायोटेक्नोलॉजी. Okay, so this biotechnology that also deals with the, this is basically a technique also headed under the genetic engineering. This has a clubbing up with the genetic engineering also. कैसे genetic engineering के साथ क्या है इसका रीजन, कैसे clubbed है biotechnology with the genetic engineering? Yes, can we also name it as genetic engineering? We can, because for the processes you have already studied, we are just doing the revision part ना, तो जो आप लोगों ने ऑलरेडी पढ़ा हुआ है तो उसमें हमने क्या किया, इसको जेनेटिक इंजीनियरिंग के साथ कैसे कंपेयर कर सकते हैं, बताओ? हाउ इज इट कंपेरेबल टू जेनेटिक इंजीनियरिंग? हाँ, yes, it is basically because we are treating the genes only here, है ना? We are actually dealing with the DNA. We are dealing with the DNA part of that, the segment of DNA that which is coding for something which is susceptible or resistive. ठीक है, तो ससेप्टेबिलिटी, रेजिस्टिविटी, ये सब चीजों को देखते हुए हम लोगों ने क्या किया, हमने बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में एड ऑन्स किए, दैट इज वी आर वर्किंग ऑन द डीएनए. तो उसी के साथ हमारे पास एक और नेम आ जाता है इसका, दैट इज द RDNA टेक्नोलॉजी. वी ऑल्सो से देयर इज RDNA. R is small here. What is this? R stands for recombinant. Why we call it as the RDNA technology? The one which we have studied here in the chapter. Why we name it as RDNA technology? Yes. बिकॉज इट इज बेसिकली वर्किंग ऑन मेकिंग द रिकॉम्बिनेंट्स. ठीक है, रिकॉम्बिनेंट्स क्या होते हैं, जिसमें से जैसे हमने अभी बात करी थी, दैट इज बीटी कॉटन इज एन एग्जांपल लेट से. तो बीटी कॉटन में हमने क्या किया, हमने जस्ट ससेप्टेबल जीन निकाला, द वन विच इज द जीन विच इज ससेप्टेबल टू द एक्शन ऑफ द बॉलवर्म्स, वो जीन निकाल दिया और हमने नया जीन पैसिलस थोरिनजेनेसिस जो बैक्टीरिया था उसमें से इंसर्ट कर दिया, है ना. नाउ दैट पर्टिकुलर होस्ट प्लांट, जो हमारा होस्ट था, कॉटन प्लांट था, उसके अंदर जब हमने चेंजेस कर दिए तो वो बन गया एक रिकॉम्बिनेंट, है ना. और उस रिकॉम्बिनेंट के ऊपर, रिकॉम्बिनेंट क्यों है, क्योंकि नेचुरल नहीं है. नेचुरल वो था जिसके अंदर ससेप्टेबल जीन था. जब आपने जीन निकाल दी वो वाली जो आपको प्रोडक्ट अच्छा बेनिफिशियल नहीं दे रही है, और आपने जीन वो वाली डाल दी जो आपको बेनिफिशियल प्रोडक्ट दे रही है, तो आप बायोटेक्नोलॉजी कर रहे हो, है ना. दैट इज फॉर योर ओन यूजेस, राइट. एंड ऑल्सो क्योंकि उसमें चेंज करा आपने, नेचुरल नहीं रहने दिया उसको, तो यू हैव चेंज्ड इट, एंड दैट चेंज दैट इज कॉल्ड एज रिकॉम्बिनेंट. यू हैव मेड इट समथिंग रिकॉम्बिनेंट विद योर ओन कॉम्बिनेशंस, है ना. आपने खुद से ही कुछ कॉम्बिनेशन ऐसे बनाए जिसमें एक जीन निकाला, दूसरा इंसर्ट कर दिया. तो ये सब करने में द टेक्निक विच वॉज इन्वॉल्व, इट वॉज कॉल्ड एज RDNA टेक्नोलॉजी. Okay, so this is RDNA technology. Now starting from this biotechnology or the RDNA technology, what are the basic tools which were required for this biotechnology? The main tool, the major tool which is required are the enzymes. The enzymes that which are working for cutting and joining, that are termed as the enzymes. Cutting enzymes are called as, in general, what is the general term which is given to the cutting enzymes? Yes. वो तो बायोलॉजिकल टर्म है ना, रिस्ट्रिक्शन एंजाइम्स और द रिस्ट्रिक्शन एंडोन्यूक्लियेसेस. द जनरल टर्म विच इज गिवन टू द कटिंग एंजाइम्स, they are the molecular seizers. Molecular seizers are the one that which cuts the DNA at the specific sites, and what that which joins, what is the common name given to that?
Molecular glue.
Yes, it's molecular glue. And what that enzyme is?
DNA ligase.
Ligases. Ligases that which joins it, they are the molecular glue, and the one which cuts it, that are the restriction endonucleases, they are the molecular seizers. Okay, so these are the enzymes that which plays a major role. So basically, if we classify these enzymes, there are nucleases, some enzymes that which cuts at the terminal ends only, right? Then there are nucleases also of two varieties, that is the exonucleases and endonucleases. तो ये भी न्यूक्लियेसेस जो न्यूक्लिक एसिड को कट करते हैं, ठीक है, यूजुअली एट द टर्मिनल एंड्स देयर एक्शन इज, सो दे आर कॉल्ड एज एक्सोन्यूक्लियेसेस. बट द वंस व्हिच आर स्पेसिफिकली यूज्ड विद इन द DNA, that is the segment to be cut, that is within the DNA it is present, we use the endonucleases. But when we say the specific cut has to be made at a particular site, जैसे अभी मैंने बोला था कि जो होस्ट कॉटन है उसके अंदर हमने एक जीन निकाल दिया, दैट विच वाज ससेप्टेबल, ठीक है. तो अगर ये होस्ट कॉटन प्लांट के अंदर से ससेप्टेबल जीन हमने कट की है, तो हमें ये सीक्वेंस को आइडेंटिफाई करके इसी सीक्वेंस को कट करना पड़ेगा, है ना. और कोई जीन नहीं हमने खराब करनी, इसके इधर भी कोई ना कोई DNA सेगमेंट होगा जो कोडिंग करेगा, इधर भी होगा जो कोडिंग सेगमेंट ऑफ द DNA होगा. तो यहाँ पे हमने डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं करना, वी हैव टू जस्ट कट इट एट अ स्पेसिफिक साइट. When the specificity is required, we have the special enzymes, we call them as restriction endonucleases. The endonucleases that which cuts at the within the DNA segment, and restriction that which cuts at the specific site. Now, what is that identification of the specific site for the restriction endonucleases? At what special sites do they cut?
Palindromic sites.
Very good. What are the palindromic sites? What are the palindromic sequences or the sites?
जो वो मतलब दोनों डायरेक्शंस में मतलब सेम होती है, जौन सी मर्जी डायरेक्शन में हम रीड कर लें उसे.
Direction means use the biological terms. Polarity, है ना, that which you can say reads the same. Palindromic sites क्या होती हैं या palindromic sequences क्या होते हैं? That which reads the same from both the ends of the DNA, है ना. that is in the direction 3 to 5 prime for one strand. अगर ये ऐसा है 3 to 5 prime for one strand, and then antipolarity रहेगा ये 3 to 5 prime on the another strand, है ना? So it reads the same on both the strands of the DNA leading from same polarity, है ना? सेम पोलैरिटी 3 to 5 3 to 5 सेम पोलैरिटी में इनकी रीडिंग जो है वो सेम होनी चाहिए, ठीक है? डोंट यूज द जनरल वर्ड्स, use the biological terms if you know them, and it is always good to give a better expression, a best expression by writing the biological terms in your answers. Okay, so palindromic sequence कोई बताओ? हाँ जी, one palindromic sequence at which the echo R1 attacks. What is the palindromic sequence for the echo R1's action? No idea? It is GAATTC. GAATTC. Now what can be the complementary strand? C के complementary क्या आएगा? G. A के complementary, sorry, T के complementary A. Again T के complementary A. A से T, A से T, and this is C. It is reading the same on both the strands. GAATTC, GAATTC. And what is the specific sequence at which it works? It cuts the DNA, echo R1.
Between G and A.
G and A, that is between G and A. So here one cut will be made and here the another cut will be made. That is between palindromic site के G और A के बीच में, ठीक है? जहाँ उसको identification होगा palindromic site का, it will be cutting it on the both sides, that is between G and A, right? So these are the restriction enzymes that which restriction endonucleases that which particularly works within the segment of the DNA and it cuts at the specific sites, right? Here I was taking one example that is of echo R1. Can you expand the whole echo R1? Expand echo R1. Yes. What does E stands for here in this case? हाँ? E का क्या है यहाँ पे? Expand echo R1. इतना easy है, फिर भी इतना टाइम, बोलो बोलो जल्दी. E stands for? No answer. Very bad. This is the nomenclature of the restriction endonucleases. हमने ये heading किया था, topic किया था. If you can have it from your notes of this chapter, if you can look out. Yes. This topic we have discussed in the under the heading of nomenclature of restriction endonucleases. E stands for the genera from where it is obtained. What is that genera? Escherichia. CO stands for the first two alphabets of the species, that is the poli. So E is genera, first alphabet, Escherichia. CO next. CO, that are the first two alphabets written in small for the species. Okay, Escherichia coli. Okay, what is this R? Strain, that is the R for the smooth strain. What is this one?
Roman number.
For what it is? This is what number of enzyme it has been obtained from this organism. It is R1 means it is the first isolated from this member. ऐसा, ठीक है? If it is like BAM-H2 होता है ना? या HIND3 होता है, HIND, ठीक है? तो Haemophilus influenzae से third enzyme जो मिला, that is in a sequential order, so that was the HIND3, ठीक है? तो Roman number that tells you the number of isolated enzyme. That is at what number this is? This is first number, second number, third number, like that. Okay. So similarly, you can have the question in your boards also to provide the nomenclature to the restriction endonucleases or to expand this, right? So this is the echo R1. Coming to the next is the tools. For the tools, first we have the enzymes, that are the major tools. Second, also we have the vectors, because initially when this technology was worked, it was all worked with the help of the vectors. Now, what can be the vectors? How can you define vectors? How can you describe what are these? What do you understand by the term vectors? Yes. Anji? What are vectors? Anyone? Yes, Upasana, can you tell what are vectors? ORI वाले होते हैं, but होते क्या हैं? Vectors क्या होते हैं? Vectors are the special structures that which are used to carry the segment of the DNA, the coded segment or the coding segment of the DNA from the foreign, you can say, जो donor है, to the recipient, ठीक है? Or into the host. If we say for the introduction of the foreign DNA material into the host, the structures which are required, they are called as the vectors. What can be the most suitable kind of the vectors? Yes, there are two variety of the living organisms that which are used as the vectors commonly, most commonly. One is the plasmid of the bacterial cells, that which is most commonly used as a vector, and the another are the bacteriophages. Bacteriophages are, what are these bacteriophages? Viruses that infect the bacteria. Okay, so plasmid is a structure. What is plasmid? Extra chromosomal or the extra genetic material, we say extra chromosomal material found within the prokaryotic cell, that is of the bacteria. So it is extra chromosomal. It is no doubt required for the bacteria also, because it carries the most important informations like that of the resistivity to the antibiotics. ठीक है, तो वो रेजिस्टिविटी टू एंटीबायोटिक्स, जैसे आप लोगों ने स्ट्रक्चर भी बनाया था, एक प्लाज्मिड आप लोग पढ़ चुके हो. कौन सा प्लाज्मिड आप लोगों ने पढ़ा है? ये वाला plasmid का स्ट्रक्चर पढ़ा है, PBr 322, sorry. So this is PBr. P stands for the plasmid. B and R stands for? B and R stands for? No answer. I told you these terms, but this is again a question of your boards. Find this answer. What is this PBR? B and R stands for from your NCERT. Find this answer and tell me. Okay. PBR 322. This has been asked in your board exams previous, that what does this PBR stands for? Okay. So P stands for the plasmid. I'm giving you that hint. And B and R are the people that who have identified this particular structure. That is B and R. Okay. So this was the structure, that is the structure of the plasmid. And why there are particularly, you say plasmids are the most importantly used or the most commonly used type of the vectors? Because of their special features. What are the features? Number one is that which you were speaking, presence of ORI. ORI क्या होता है? Origin of replication. What is the benefit of this origin of replication to the plasmid or to the host cell? There is one ORI specific, you can say, for the cutting of this plasmid DNA. Basically, the plasmid is a DNA that which is a circular DNA like this. So it is circular like this, circular DNA होता है. If it is cutting at seldom positions, अगर अलग अलग जगह पे इसका action जो है वो रहेगा, तो उस time पे क्या रहेगा? There is the possibility that the organisms, they can have the concept, the organisms, they can be basically the organism that can be cut, like if it is the ORI, so we can say that there can be different ORI if present in the vector, then there can be a possibility that the organism can be cut at the different sites, है ना? अगर ऐसा हो जाता है तो ये तो fragment हो जाएगा, ये तो छोटे छोटे fragments बन जाएंगे, and there is big possibility that this will be dispersed, all the material that which you have added to this vector, that will be all dispersed, that will be all lost somewhere in the vector, somewhere in the host cell, and it will not provide you the useful answer. ठीक है, जो useful product हमें चाहिए था वो हमें नहीं मिल पाएगा. ठीक है, so for that there is one special site, that is the ORI. So when there is one special site, that is ORI, it is the one from where it starts its replication. Another benefit is that if it has one ORI, है ना, ये तो इतना है कि इसमें ज्यादा साइट्स ऑफ रेप्लिकेशन जो है वो नहीं प्रेजेंट हो सकती, लेकिन अगर एक है उसका क्या बेनिफिट है? सीक्वेंस चेंज नहीं होगा. बेसिकली व्हेन इट स्टार्ट्स इट्स रेप्लिकेशन इट कंटिन्यूज द रेप्लिकेशन टिल द लास्ट एंड एंड फ्रॉम वेयर इट हैज बीन रेप्लिकेटेड. जैसे यहाँ से ये खुल गया ना, ये हो रहा है, यहाँ पे इसको पहले कट दिया था, यहीं पे फॉरेन डीएनए जो है वो ऐड किया था लाइक दिस. ठीक है. व्हेन इट स्टार्ट्स इट्स रेप्लिकेशन इट इज रीडिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर सीक्वेंस एंड इट एंड्स अप हियर. ठीक है, यहाँ पे ये एंड अप हो जाएगा, देन लीविंग दिस और डिटैचिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट. ये वाला पार्ट जो है वो डिटैच हो जाएगा एंड इट विल बी लेफ्ट फॉर द होस्ट सेल. फिर उसके डीएनए उसके जीनोम के अंदर जाके ये फिक्स हो जाएगा. ठीक है, तो ये इस पोर्शन को हटाने के लिए भी ओआरआई का बेनिफिट है. तो ओआरआई जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा नहीं हो सकती, उसका भी रीजन है क्योंकि ये डिस्पर्सिव नेचर में आ जाएगा डीएनए रेप्लिकेशन, जो पॉसिबल नहीं है. दूसरा, एक ओआरआई होने का फायदा क्या है कि एक ही साइड से ये पूरा का पूरा कॉन्टिन्यूएशन में जब ये रेप्लिकेट करेगा तो ये एक्स्ट्रा यू कैन से जो इंट्रोड्यूस्ड पार्ट है, जो फॉरेन डीएनए है, सिंपली जो फॉरेन डीएनए है उसको ये रिमूव करके अपने होस्ट सेल के अंदर इनकॉर्पोरेट करवाने में हेल्प करेगा. ठीक है. सो दिस वाज द कंसेप्ट, राइट? यस, एनीथिंग एल्स? व्हाट आर द अदर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स फॉर दिस? व्हाट आर द अदर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स? One is ORI, second is selectable markers. The presence of selectable markers, that which we have already studied. So this is selectable markers. Yes. What is the role of these selectable markers? बताओ अब. To distinguish between the recombinants and the non-recombinants. Yes, Bhavneet, how do they distinguish? Yes, 1 second. हाँ जी भवनीत,
यस मैम.
बोलो कैसे ये डिस्टिंग्विश करते हैं?
मैम वो एंटीबायोटिक्स वाला उसमें बताएंगे, मतलब वो टेट्रासाइक्लिन कहाँ पे ससेप्टेबल हो जाता है.
फर्स्टली
तो
टेल मी व्हाट आर द रिकॉम्बिनेंट्स एंड व्हाट आर द नॉन रिकॉम्बिनेंट्स, ये बताओ. What are recombinants and what are non-recombinants? What are transformants and what are non-transformants? Yes. बताओ. No idea? Beta, already I have explained this quite a lot many times in your class also. मुझे याद है 2-3 दिन लगातार सिर्फ यही टॉपिक आपको करवाया गया था. And still if not you are people getting this answer, then it is really strange. I told you people this topic so many times. Upasana, you want to try? Yes, Upasana, you want to give the answer?
Recombinants are the one which had performed genetic recombination. They are a mixture of genetic elements.
हाँ, जेनेटिक मटेरियल तो होता है, लेकिन वो मिक्सचर एक स्पेशल जगह पे जब इनकॉर्पोरेट हो जाता है तो इन मार्कर्स का काम आता है. तो वो क्या है? कैन यू प्लीज टेल दैट? Yes, Fiza, I'm asking